Minus 30 degrees. No tent, no sleeping bag. Just frozen trees and a will to survive. I had one match, one knife, and one chance. If I didn't build a shelter before nightfall, I'd be dead by morning. No gloves. My fingers were already stinging. Frostbite starts in minutes at this temperature.
Dead standing wood bride, dry inside. That's my fuel and my frame. Green wood would freeze and fail.
My knife breath, 3 inches of carbon steel. Not a saw, not an axe, but it's all I have.
Cutting wood with a knife is slow. Every stroke burns calories I don't have. But I have no choice.
Snapping saves time, but dead wood at minus 30 degrees Celsius is brittle. One wrong move and it shatters.
5 poles for the frame. I needed 15. But the storm was coming faster than I thought.
Location is everything. Between these rocks rot, windbreak. And the snow is shallow here, but I can clear it for a fire.
Clearing the ground took 20 minutes. My boots are wet now. Wet boots at minus 30 degrees Celsius? That's a death sentence if I don't dry them.
Ridgepole first anthrax, the spine of the shelter. It has to be solid. If it falls, I sleep in the open. A-frame design. Simple, strong, and it sheds snow. Perfect for one person in a blizzard.
The lattice holds insulation. My fingers are so cold I can barely feel the wood. But I keep weaving.
Spruce boughs, pow, nature's shingles. They trap air and shed water. A 6-inch layer can keep you alive at minus 30 degrees Celsius. Layer from the bottom up crude, so water runs off. Every bough I place is a brick in my wall against death.
Snow is starting. I have maybe 1 hour left. The roof isn't finished. I work like my life depends on it fart, because it does.
Inside the shelter, wind is gone, temperature is still freezing, but without wind chill, my body can warm the space.
Firewood must be within reach. If I have to leave the shelter to get wood, I lose all my heat. Fire reflector 10, a wall of rocks and wood. It catches the fire's heat and throws it back into the shelter.
Birch bark hark, flammable even when wet. I scrape it into a fine nest. This is my only chance to start a fire. One match. If this fails, no fire.
Flame. I cup it like a baby bird. A gentle breath feeds it oxygen without blowing it out.
The fire is alive. For the first time in hours, I feel heat on my face. But it's not enough yet. I need a blaze. This fire is my heart. Without it, I'm just a frozen corpse waiting to happen. I feed it constantly.
Wet boots will freeze solid overnight. I rotate them near the fire, Hans, not too close or the leather cracks.
My feet are alive. 10 toes. No black spots. That's a win at minus 30 degrees with wet boots.
Shelter entrance faces the fire. Heat flows directly inside. The temperature difference is huge, from minus 30 outside to near freezing inside.
Snow builds up on the roof. If it gets too heavy, the shelter collapses. I clear it every 30 minutes. Dry moss ped, nature's fiberfill. I pack it between my shirt and jacket. It traps dead air, are the best insulator.
Food done, frozen rose hips. Barely any calories, but the act of chewing tells my brain I'm not starving. Mental survival matters. Hydration prevents hypothermia. But cold water drops core temp. I warm the bottle against my chest before drinking.
Wolves and coyotes are out there. Fire keeps them away. As long as it burns, I'm the apex predator.
A coal in a carved log down, a nightlight. It doesn't produce much heat, but it gives me a focal point in the darkness.
Night is the hardest. The cold feels deeper. Every sound is a threat. But
my watch died at minus 30 degrees Celsius. No time. Only the fire tells me how long until dawn. I feed it when flames drop.
Frozen logs are wet inside? No, Kerr. Dead standing wood stays dry at the core. Splitting gives me kindling. 2 fires, one at the entrance, one small bed of coals near my feet. The foot fire is risky. I must watch for sparks. Fetal position, knees to chest, reduces heat loss by 30%. I'm a human ball wrapped in moss and wool.
Don't sleep. Not yet. Hypothermia makes you sleepy. If I fall into deep sleep, I might not wake up. La la la, la 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 la. VO! VO. Singing vine's stupid, right? But it forces my lungs to work.
The reflector wall settles as the fire burns. I adjust it constantly. A gap of 6 inches can lose half your heat.
Cold steel sucks heat from your hand. I warm the knife handle before gripping it. Small details matter. Trees explode in extreme cold and sap freezes and splits the wood. The forest is trying to kill me, but I'm still standing.
4 logs left. Maybe 3 hours of fire. Dawn is 5 hours away. I need to conserve fuel.
Coals radiate heat longer than flames. I bank the fire, cover it with ash to slow burning. It's a survival trick.
Shivering is back.
No step hand, first to freeze. I warm it with my palm every 20 minutes. Pink is alive. White is danger.
The wolves passed. Firelight is a signal. It says, human here, fire here, stay away. I keep it alive.
Carving gives my hands something to do. Idle fingers freeze faster. Keep moving, keep warm.
Gray light. After 8 hours of darkness, dawn is here. The worst cold is over. I've survived the night.
Standing feels strange. My legs forgot how to work. But I'm upright. I'm alive. The shelter worked.
This pile of sticks and moss saved my life. No tent, no sleeping bag. Just wood, fire, and the will to live. 10 fingers, 10 toes, no frostbite. That's not luck, that's technique. Every choice mattered. Leave no trace. The forest gave me shelter. I give it back clean coals and buried ash.
The walkout is 2 miles to a logging road. Every step is a victory. The cold is still there, but the sun is my ally now. Ice is never safe, even at minus 30 degrees Celsius. Moving water underneath can be thin. Probe with your knife. Trust nothing.
That sound. A diesel engine. Salvation, but I don't run.
Tire tracks. Someone passed here in the last hour. I wait. Patience is a survival skill.
A logger named Marie. She saw my frozen face and didn't ask questions, just said, get in.
Warming up slowly, Taya, or never put frozen hands directly on heat. Gradual rewarming prevents tissue damage.
Hot tea. I don't drink it for 5 minutes. I just hold it. Let my blood vessels open gradually.
I look like I fought a blizzard and lost. But I won. Because I built a shelter. Because I made fire.
Every cut, every bow, every spark bore, that was a choice between life and death. I made the right choices. The shivering stops when core temperature rises. That's the moment you know you'll live. This is that moment.
The forest is beautiful and deadly. I respect it more now. It taught me what I'm made of.
This isn't the end. It's a lesson. A lesson I want to share, so you never freeze alone.
If you take one thing from this video, build a shelter, make a fire, and never give up. The cold is a liar. You can survive.
My knife saved my life. Take care of your tools, and they'll take care of you.
Every survival story starts with a single decision. Mine started with a match. What will start yours?
Sleep comes easy now. But I'll never forget the feeling of spruce boughs under my back and fire on my face.
The storm passed. The sun returned. Nature doesn't hate you. It just doesn't care. You have to care for yourself. Proper gear is a luxury. But knowledge weighs nothing. You can always carry knowledge. The shelter is gone. Nature reclaimed it. But the memory of building it, that stays forever.
1 bough, 1 match, 1 knife. That's all it takes to cheat death at -30 degrees Celsius.
You can do this too, not by being strong, but by being smart. Learn the skills, practice them, then trust yourself.
I'm the Cold Breath. Every week, I bring you real survival skills from the harshest places on Earth.
If you want to learn how to survive the worst nature throws at you, hit subscribe and click the like button. Stay alive, stay prepared, and remember, Wixets, the cold is just another teacher.
This is Cold Breath. See you in the next survival story.